I ain't gonna lie. So I gotta talk about the finale of The Boys, and I ain't gonna lie, that shit was mid as fuck. And the reason why I say this is because the way they build up from all the way from season one all the way to season five, it just felt hella disappointing, bro. Like all that build up, all the hype for what? And I'm gonna say why. So I ain't gonna lie, it had a kind of great start to it in the finale. Like they went with Frenchie's funeral. He made a big sacrifice after since he had to help Kimiko get Soldier Boy's nuclear blast or whatever it is to make you lose the ability to do powers. And after he died, you saw Kimiko depressed. Everyone else was just sad while he was just reading his paper. You know what I'm saying? Like reading the paper with reading description on like what he was writing for his last words. And that was cool. Like nothing wrong with the scene, right? But what I didn't like later down the line of that scene was like Sage, you know what I'm saying? Like just kind of just rage baiting Kimiko or whatever the fuck, just rage baiting her for no reason. And I got to activate the power, which worked surprisingly, right? And that was cool. She can literally do radiation power like Soldier Boy. And I don't know how they kind of do it. I don't remember exactly why and how they explained that part and how she could do it. I don't know if they ever did, but if they did, like I want to know how. Like the same biological as Soldier Boy. Like I don't know. It's weird, but yeah. And they were all after that. Sage, such a disappointing ass character. All that for what? How are you gonna like fucking plan? Your plan failed after motherfucking Soldier Boy gave Homelander the V1 and it worked. And the episode was kind of crazy. That was one of the best episodes from that season for me so far because it showed like, yo, it's really over for them, bro. That's what I really thought. I really thought it was really over for them. Oh, Homelander actually might win. We might actually see the villain win. Nah, bro, she fucked up the plan and like she got in the way of love. Like love changes the every factor of that plan, and she was kind of like depressed in that sense after that. And uh after Kimiko worked her powers on her, she lost her ability, her super smart ability, right? And she's like, "Oh, I'm happy to become a complete dumbass now," which is such a, you feel me? Like, I don't know, I just hate her character, bro. Like, she's supposed to be that really smart manipulator character, but in the end, it all worked out in Homelander's favor in a sense. The nigga got the V1 somehow, even though it was supposed to happen. It still worked out in his favor. That's all I gotta say. And you saw everyone, Starlight, Huey, everyone. I think they were in this house. They were in a plan, and this nigga Butcher was like, "Oh, one last go." You feel me? Ready to see that shit, bro. Ready to see that shit go down. And Shorty talking about some, nah, fuck that. Y'all dumbass, y'all some dumbasses. I'm out. And yeah, go to Disney World or whatever. Be a dumbass, whatever she wanted to go do, amusement park, whatever the fuck the name was called. But yeah, that was like like for me, it was like that was the end of her character. That was it, bro. I don't know. That was just kind of lame, bro. I thought she would have still came up with a plan to help them. You feel me? But it didn't really matter. So it turns out they didn't even need her. So shit, bro. What a waste, though. Still, this is me. I'm just saying, bro. But yeah, they went down the round. They're going on. Let's go, right? And you see like Homelander, right, with Old Father and the Deep, right? Homelander getting ready to you feel me like say his speech, right? People converted him. If you don't convert him, y'all niggas finna die, right? And I was low key hype because I dead thought like this nigga was gonna go on a rampage and kill a lot of people. Nah, that did not happen, bro. He only killed one person, bro, and he killed the fucking president. No, not the president. No, that was last episode. He killed the people for money because Father talking about we need money. We need money to get this thing going or whatever. Homelander's like, nah, fuck that. Niggas sent him down and came back, and that was that. And then he humiliated the Deep, talking about, oh, you're worth nothing. Kind of ironic coming from him. You feel me? Nigga ain't worth shit, even if I was powers. But yeah, kind of ironic coming from him. And um, yeah, bro, like it just went from that part. Like it just kind of like you feel me? Like I don't know, bro. Like I expected more from Homelander, but I'll get down after that. But while they were planning, after Sage left or whatever, that's when we saw Gen V there, right? And Marie was talking to Starlight, talking about like, oh, she's kind of doing the right thing. Like they were just having their normal conversation, yapping about heroes, whatever the fuck. I don't really give a fuck about it. That interaction, I'm gonna be honest between them, but what really disappointing of this whole season? Like, what was the fucking point of having Gen V? I know they canceled it after like 2 seasons, but like, I don't think none of us really got a reason why that shit ended in the first place. Honestly, bro, because like, what was the point of the build up? Marie, her power, Odessa project. She's part of the fucking same lab as Homelander, just as strong as maybe stronger. We don't even see the full capability of her powers, and she can bring someone back to fucking life, bro. You know how insane that is with her ability? But no, they want to just write her off. They talk about, oh, they gotta go to Canada with Jordan Lee and that Ant-Man parody girl, whatever the fuck. I don't really give a fuck about her, but she was kind of cool, I guess. And we don't even see Sam and Kate throughout the whole season, bro. We don't even, I don't even think they even got a reference at all. Nigga, what the fuck happened to them? Genuinely. We only saw those two, but what happened to them, bro? That shit was ass. And then they had to go to Canada. They even helped them put out the plan of Homelander, because you know Homelander is such a threat now. Nigga got the B1 and all that shit, right? That shit was ass, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That was the worst part they did. They butchered the series in a way because they removed Gen V, and Gen V was actually pretty good. I actually enjoyed Gen V with the way they were going with the story direction. They're gonna cross over. You know what I'm saying? And you see some references. A lot of the characters aren't in the show. There's a lot of things they could do, but they like, nah, fuck that. Suck my dick. They be on some that type of timing, and they say, oh, fuck that show. We're not gonna see that no more. So I'm like, bro, that was just a waste, bro. That's just dumb. What was the point? But like I was saying, we get down to Ashley. Ashley's like, nah, fuck that. I gotta do something. And her, whatever power that is, she has the talking head behind her head, right? She wasn't talking to her and all that shit. She was mad. She can't think. None of that. And you know, while Homelander was doing his scene, people to, you know, worship him, she was trying to help the boys, you know, have a redemption mark of her own, because you know she's a fucking pussy. You feel me? Like, coward. You feel me? But took you this long now to do it. Pretty funny. Pretty ironic. Could have done it when to escape with A-Train, and things would have been a lot better. But hey, you feel me? I can't say nothing, bro. So she did her thing, I guess, bro. So she went down to help the boys, give directions on where to go, and boom, yeah, that was that. First thing they did, they come off. They all split up. You feel me? Butcher want to go see Homelander, right? They're gonna fight with Kimiko and Ryan. I'm gonna get that after. But first, I started off Huey and motherfucking Mother's Milk. That's one of my favorite characters. That's my nigga, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's one of my favorite characters. I fuck with that guy. Very cool, though. Very cool character. But Huey destroyed the smoke alarm to, you know, everyone else to split up, right? And the funniest part, right, was when Lily, when the old father was about to kill this nigga, this man was put the, I don't know, that sex toy, that metal sex toy in his mouth. Nigga scream and his whole head just exploded, bro. And I'm like, no way. This is how this nigga go out, because this character was kind of a cool character, bro. I kind of like the old father because we only seen him in a couple of seasons, but not too much. But this season, this guy was pretty cool, bro. I ain't gonna lie. This is like a kind of villain, like I kind of like, bro. He stands on what he's saying. We will see the judgment of fucking Homelander. Even though, who the fuck would want to worship that guy? The fuck? You feel me? Yuck. But still, I thought we were gonna see this nigga do some crazy shit. This nigga died to a fucking sex toy, bro. That's literally what's priming behind the whole scene, bro. But yeah, not only that, they did their thing. You feel me? So during that, Starlight it seemed deep. Starlight it just did on some, like from Bleach. You know how like Ichigo fucking grabbed Aizen's head and then just threw him like to see in the fight. That's what basically Starlight did into the beach, right? But what made no fucking sense to me is like, why out of all places, right? Which is the retarded shit I've ever seen. Why Starlight out of all places to bring the deep? Why did you bring him to the ocean? That don't make no sense. Like that's his most strongest weak point. Even though the deep has no access to the water after the last couple episodes, you feel me? Because Nor killed like half a millions of fishes, and they told Deep never step foot in the ocean or they're gonna kill him, right? So, but even then, she wouldn't have known that anyway. So I just want to know, how does she know that? Which is kind of like dumb. Like I said, bro, they rushed it, bro. They rushed the ending in a way. Like the finale is so rushed, bro. But anyway, they got their fight, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, this is one of the funniest scenes too, bro. Literally, Starlight trying to convince him to just join their side. A redemption, bro. This nigga Homeland does not give a fuck about you. The fact that you're still alive already shows enough, bro. Cause nigga don't care about you, bro. He don't fuck with you, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Like, you shouldn't seen the signs, bro. You shouldn't be afraid of this nigga because everyone's standing down to kill this nigga. You see this thing this nigga done? Starlight trying to, you feel me, put some sense into him, nigga. You're an adult, bro. Do what you gotta do. And this nigga screaming, no! You feel me? Like, on some like bazooka shit, bro. Like, bro, nigga, that was funny as hell, bro. But they got to fighting, and then, man, Starlight literally pushes nigga in the water. And as soon as he in the water, bro, all the fish was on timing, bro. They hammer her like, nah, bro, we outside with it. You feel me? We outside with that shit. And nigga just pulled up, and he didn't even kill him. It was the octopus. And from what I've heard in a certain scene, he was the cousin of the Deep's girlfriend or whatever, the octopus in the early seasons that he killed. That killed him, man. I'm like, damn, bro. That's how that nigga Deep go out, bro. That's kind of crazy. But hey, bro, I don't really give a fuck about the Deep like that. If I'm really being honest, bro. Like, he was a funny guy character. That's what he felt to me. He was one of those like funny characters that's on, but oh, no cap, bro, on God, bro. Like, if I'm, he was one of those type of guys, the podcaster, whatever the fuck, bro. Hey, bro, sad way to go out, but hey, he could have had a redemption arc and could have helped do his own thing, but nah, nigga, like, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna stand on that. So I guess die like a bitch, I guess, bro. Hey, man, what you gotta do? But yeah. Now we get to the main scene. You feel me? That everyone anticipated for, right? Homelander versus Butcher. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I feel like that was one of the best scenes they had this finale. I liked it. I'm not gonna complain, right? Because Butcher, standing on business with Homelander throwing hands, bro, with his powers. And I ain't gonna lie, I was a little disappointed on Homelander because I feel like with his V1, like, I thought we could see more on it because the last episode before the finale, I thought we would have seen more with how they can go with this story with Homelander. I thought he's gonna be invincible, immortal guy. His power amped like crazy, destroy city civilizations or whatever. We thought he was gonna do that, but we didn't see that. So, like I said earlier, but damn, bro, it's so sad. But yeah, nigga Butcher throwing some fucking hands. You feel me? Like, know what he got to do. And then right when Butcher was struggling, we see Ryan, bro. You feel me? Like, that nigga came in clutch. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga Ryan, bro, you got my props, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's like a round of applause, bro. Send up to that weird ass, milk loving ass nigga, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Kill that nigga. You feel me, bro? And I ain't gonna lie, bro. Kimiko didn't believe in herself to use the power, so they were all still struggling to like fight Homelander. Because Homelander was trying to get out, but they're like, nah, fuck that. They're bringing that nigga all the way down, so they could still beat his ass and try to kill him. While everything was on live television, right? So while all this was happening, and then Kimiko had her own anime moment with Frenchie. Like, Frenchie's talking to him, even though he's dead, but kind of like a ghost, like kind of like your inner moment. Like, Like think of it like on some anime shit, kind of. And they did some, I'll give you my love. You can really do it. I believe in you. Type of moment, right? She did the beam blast on fucking Homelander, and boom, bro. Nigga lost his powers, bro. Everyone's knocked out, by the way, but him and Butcher. And that nigga Butcher, like, ready to fight him. And this nigga Homelander trying to fly. Nigga couldn't fly. Nigga couldn't punch. Nigga couldn't do anything, bro. Nigga was at the most vulnerable state ever, bro, because he lost his powers. And remember, back then, they're foreshadowed. This nigga would never be nothing without his powers, bro. And guess what? They did that well with Homelander, bro. And that was really perfect. I ain't gonna lie, bro. And with how everything set up, it was just funny. So it was the funniest shit I've seen with Homelander's conclusion, bro. But nigga was like a child, bro. He was literally like a kid, bro. In powers and a grown adult body. That's how it felt like. And it wasn't make people feel bad, but nah, fuck that shit, nigga. You see people on the TikTok comments talking about, oh, I kind of feel bad for this guy, like Homeland. It made me feel bad. Don't feel bad for this nigga, bro. Nigga raped people. Nigga killed. Nigga did all horrible things, bro. Fuck that shit, nigga. Stand on that shit. You feel me? Y'all on that side, I'm on this side. The nigga gotta die, bro. And Butcher throwing our hands, beating the fuck out of him, talking about this is for Frenchie, yeah. This is for Becca, yeah. Everything, the pain that he caused, nigga put a fucking thing through his fucking head, and it was over. Right then and there, bro. Crowbar right through his head. Damn, bro. That was the best way to conclude. Damn. But also, the funniest part, I forgot to mention, the funniest part ever was when motherfucking Homelander was talking about, oh, I'll suck your fucking... I'm not gonna say it, but that's gay as fuck. I'm not gonna say that. But, oh, I can say that. I can say that word. I'm gonna cut that out. But, oh, I'll suck your fucking, and I'll eat your shit. Like, bro, that was the best reputation of him because I'll literally be him without his powers, bro. Nigga does not want to die. Nigga think about all the times I let you live and all that shit, bro. That shit is not happening, bro. That shit was over with, bro. They killed that nigga Homelander, bro. Everyone's happy, bro. Smoking on that Homelander pack, you feel me? Like, come on, bro. They gotta, they gotta do something. So, yeah. While that was happening, that was really funny as fuck to me for some reason. That was just funny. But yeah, the way everything was going on, it was pretty good. His conclusion was well done, in my opinion. I still think he could have done more for series, but oh well, I'll talk about it after. But later on after that, everyone kind of like celebrating in the house, smoking a cigar. Kimiko trying a cigar, she couldn't do it, and for me, everyone was doing their thing, and Butcher was trying to talk to Ryan and to live a better life together again, but Ryan was like, nah, fuck that, bro. You're just as bad as Homelander, bro, and I don't think I can build a life around you anymore like that. Because, come on, bro. Can we really blame him, bro? Because in the past couple episodes, or in the past few seasons, this nigga Butcher kind of done him dirty, manipulated him, and do all that stuff just to kill Homelander. So, yeah, bro. His revenge story is low-key over. But then, what made it worse, what triggered Butcher the most, was when he saw his dog died, bro. And you know how we hate how, our pet's dying, bro. That's our last, that was his breaking point. That was his last breaking point. Shit, that would be my last breaking point if I was him too. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You killed my family's dead, and all I have is my dog, and my dog is dead, bro. Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna kill the world, bro. So, nigga Butcher was mad. He went to go try to destroy Vought. You know how Butcher is, bro. He's gonna try to plan and do something. And he was the first one to see it. So, you saw the dog die. You were like, oh nah, I gotta go stop this nigga, right? And you feel me? This man Butcher went over there to Vought, put in the virus, trying to spread it out. I think he was trying to kill the company as a whole and also Soup as a whole, right? Which isn't, in my opinion, very exact bad idea because you know the shit that Soup's been doing, like in the world that they live in, it's just horrible. So, but yeah, that's the whole theme of the story in a way. But yeah, Huey try to stop him. They have their talk, right? You know, their moment, bro. He was trying to convince him like to not do this shit, like this ain't worth it, whatever. Well, in a sense, it kind of was in a sense. I'm kind of on Butcher side on that one because, bro, they took everything from him, bro. Like a fuck Vault, bro. They're the true villains of the series, by the way. Besides Homelander, like other than Homelander, they're the true villains, bro. Because they could always create another Homelander, so it makes sense for Butcher to do what he's doing. But Huey stopped him, right? They ended up throwing hands, even though Huey's punches wasn't working. This nigga Butcher was in peak human shape, peak condition right now. Boxing, but in a sense though, Butcher was holding back though, because you know, Huey reminds him of Lenny, so he kind of hold back. In a sense, he wanted him to kill him, right? Which he did, right? And they have their final last moments, bro. Butcher's last moment, and I ain't gonna lie, like I felt sad, but I ain't felt that sad because we all seen this coming, bro. So, but it was still pretty sad, but we all kind of seen that coming, and that was the end of conclusion, bro. And I feel bad for Billy Butcher. His character was really well written, and he's a goat character. He's a goated character, bro. I like how his characters I like how his character in. He was the reason the boys happened. A lot of stories happened, bro. He deserved like that was a conclusion that was really fitting for Butcher because how is he gonna live after he lost everything, bro? So death is his only solution. All of this, and I know that's fucked up, but like that's literally his conclusion in a way. So yeah, other than destroying Vought or trying to even kill Homelander, like that was his purpose. So yeah. Then they went to the funeral, and here he's saying his speech. Like even though they all hated Butcher, right? But in a way, Butcher's a hero because he killed he did what was right. Homelander had to die. A lot of shit that these soups were doing, they had to die too. It was not it. We were not finna live in a civilization where we have a 43-year-old man with milk, possession of milk, and have mommy issues, bro. We're not gonna do that. No, we're not gonna do that. No family, none of that. No, we're not gonna do that. But yeah, and at the funeral, you know, the boys split up, right? You know, that was the end of the conclusion, bro. That was it. And Kimiko went to, you know, different country, you know, to memorize Frenchie, right? They go to the perfect conclusion. She went to France, right? Memorize him forever, right? Then we got Mother's Milk and Ryan, right? They got a family together. That was the best. That was the best thing for me for Mother's Milk. That was his best conclusion. Like that nigga lived. He got to see his family again. He married his wife, right? Ryan is his son now, adopted son. You know, nigga living a life, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga Ryan finna be well seasoned, bro. He's probably gonna love some black queens later on, bro. You never know, bro. He probably gonna marry a black woman, bro. You feel me? Like we all love our black queens. Come on now. What are you talking about? So that was the end of their conclusion. And then we see Huey and Starlight, you feel me? Starlight pregnant. Nigga, she got a baby on the way with Huey. Oh, it was good. That was a good ending to them, right? And that was the end of the conclusion. It was pretty nice. I ain't gonna lie. Like that part, a pretty good ending. Like that part, like in a sense, their conclusions were good endings. I'm not gonna deny that. But yeah, it was a mid finale. It was a mid finale. Like the conclusions were well written. I'm not gonna deny that they were well written. A little rushed. They could have like, did a little bit better, but otherwise, I'm not complaining on the final conclusions, right? But I will say though, they could have done a lot more with the finale and what they could go with the story. And honestly, like this whole season, in a sense, in my opinion, I feel like it was all of a promotion for Vault Rising, because I feel like they didn't really care too much on this last season, even though this is what's anticipated and stuff like that. Like, but yeah, like that was like about it with the conclusion, and yeah, I can't really say much on it. So yeah, but hey, that was a good conclusion, I guess. could have done better. We could have expected Homelander to do way more shit, bro. If anything, even the AI videos did way more better than, like, like those AI videos of Homelander, like a certain ending they could have done. Like, we could have that I seen Homelander destroy a lot of stuff, but we didn't see that. So disappointing, I guess. Yeah, even the leaks were a little bit better than this finale, but yeah, oh well. But yeah, that was it, y'all. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. What y'all think about the finale? Did y'all like it? Did y'all think it was ass? Did y'all think it was mid? Like, let me know. Like, I want to see like engagement going. You feel me? So I feel like I just want to see what y'all gotta say. I'm excited to see if y'all decide want to comment or whatever. Yeah, and yeah, I'm gonna have anime content on the way. I'm very excited on what I'm gonna put out for y'all in the future, and yeah, uh, yeah, I'll catch y'all later, bro. Yup.